Kamloops today, heading back to Prince George. It looks an awful lot like I'm going to be riding through some smoke today. At least for a ways anyway. I don't know how far this smoke's going to go. But looks like I'm definitely going to be heading through some of that. The last one I came in, it was probably Cache Creek, and then it wasn't so bad. Hopefully it is the same way on the way home. Here I'm getting closer to Cache Creek, and the smoke is definitely not getting any thinner. If anything, it's getting thicker. These wildfires are really raising heck with the air quality. And you can see the smoke is hanging heavy in the air. What the heck, we're getting a few raindrops? That's weird. Okay. Unless he's washing his windshield, one or the other, that could be too. I've had that happen where the car in front of me decides to wash his windshield and the water comes up over the top. So I guess when you've got fires in 3 different areas around you, I suppose that can make for some pretty heavy smoke. And it definitely is. Oh my goodness, Thompson River. Thompson River is incredibly low right now for this time of year. They didn't get a lot of rain at all, obviously, because of all the forest fires, so Thompson River would be quite low when it is. Thompson Valley is a beautiful valley when you can see. You certainly can't see much right now. Yeah, the smoke's even heavier here than it is in Kamloops. It seems to be getting thicker instead of thinner. You'd never know that it was almost 11 o'clock. It's sure not very bright out. Still getting the odd drop of water. I don't know where it must be, maybe just the odd little sprinkle perhaps coming down, quite possible. Now we're getting quite close to Cache Creek now. Semi-arid desert, back to spruce pine forest. And the smoke is getting, I don't think it's really getting any thinner. It's not getting any thicker, thank goodness. But it certainly doesn't seem to be thinning out a whole bunch. We'll see what happens as we head towards 100 Mile House. We definitely climb in elevation by quite a bit. And that may very well change the smoke. And the smoke seems to like to sit in the valleys, obviously. So hopefully as we get a little further north, a little higher up, the vegetation will change, or the smoke will change. Oh, imagine that. I've run into some rain. There was absolutely no rain in the forecast for today, all along my route home. And sure enough, coming into Cache Creek, there was a few sprinkles. And then leaving Cache Creek, it got a little harder. And then all the way to Clinton, it was a fair amount. It seems to be tapering off here. I shouldn't say it too loud because it'll probably come back. But yeah, it's still raining a little bit, and there was absolutely no rain in the forecast. So can you possibly imagine that the weather forecaster could be wrong? My goodness, that would never happen, would it? And if I got to ride through a little bit of rain, well, that's just the way it works. When you ride a motorcycle, sometimes you get wet. And I'm not made out of sugar, so I'm not going to shrink. Wouldn't mind if I would shrink a little bit. I don't know why they have slow to 80 on that corner. I really don't know. Time to ride. Getting closer to 100 Mile, which is fairly high in elevation, one of the highest elevations on the whole highway here. And smoke is definitely socked in here. I thought maybe the smoke would be more confined to the lower elevations, but apparently I'm incorrect in that assumption. So far the temperature is 20 degrees. Got out of the rain, which was nice. Closer to William Blake, about 28 kilometers away, give or take one. Coming down in the valley, you can see William Blake has got some smoke too. Had that little spits of rain, just to say I did. And so far it's been really good. Traffic has been reasonably heavy, but this little girl here, she just eats traffic. Hasn't even been too many bugs. Seen a few other riders. So I think I'm going to have myself a Big Mac attack and go to McDonald's. Why not? I haven't been there for a long time. And here we come into William Blake. Well, it doesn't look too rough to me, that's for sure. Coming into William Blake, we've still got a little smoke in the air. Leaving William Blake, and there's definitely a lot less smoke in the air down low than what has been in the other places. With the way the sky is, I guess the question is that higher altitude smoke, or is it actually cloud? Not sure what we got going up here in this 50 zone. Some construction of some sort. I don't remember it when I came, but Must be something going on. See, there's a dump truck turning in there, so. Yeah, it looks like we got some flaggy type people. Maybe up ahead. Anyway, we'll just tap her cool through here and behave ourselves. Lots of, oh shit, lots of, oh, army trucks. Holy cow, a whole bunch of. I guess those are the guys maybe that were fighting the fires, perhaps. Glad I didn't run into a convoy of them to have to pass. Maybe that's what it was. It was just because of them. Coming up to the, you can see the Fraser River again in places here. Beautiful valley when you can see all the way across it, and actually it's not too terribly bad right now for smoke. It's got a bit, but nowhere near like Clinton. The river is definitely, definitely way down compared to where it usually is. Getting closer to Quesnel. Yeah, the Fraser is way low compared to normal. Coming into Quesnel now, and once again we're into some smoke again. For the longest part of the ride there wasn't a whole lot of smoke around, but now coming down into Quesnel, it looks again like we're going to be dealing with some smoke, a lot of smoke here. It'll be interesting to see what Prince George is like. I don't need fuel, but I definitely want to clean the bugs off my visor because I've been doing a pretty good job of killing them things. So I'll stop and do that. Have a bit of a stretch. And then it'll be the last little leg home. On the last leg now, from Quesnel back to Prince George. Still some fog in the air, and the temperature, it was 26 degrees. I did see a high of 28 just before coming into Quesnel. The temperature right now is 25, so it's not too bad. They said it might hit 30. Stabilize this hill. Every time I see these cones I want to use them for a slalom, but probably get in trouble for doing that, I suppose. Looks like getting closer to Prince George. Kind of looks like Prince George is going to be under a smoke advisory as well. A little bit of luck. If we do get a good, and we do need a good solid 3 or 4 days of good rain. As much as that puts a damp on people's outdoor plans, we really needed to kill these forest fires because this has just been getting silly. I guess when I stopped in Quesnel, I should have opened the vents on my jacket. I wasn't thinking too smart there for a couple of minutes. I should have done that. The temperature's up to 25 degrees right now, and it's a little warm. But I'm on the short end of the stick here now, so it shouldn't be any big problem making it home. Yeah, the farmer looked like he got a nice crop of hay. We're not too far from home now. This is the last little bit before I head into my driveway. It's been a good trip. I feel really, really good today on the bike. Shoulders don't hurt, knees don't hurt. The bottom's getting a little trifle uncomfortable, but not bad. Stopping in Cache Creek for fuel, and then Williams Lake for fuel, and then a little 5-minute walk around stop in Quesnel was just right. So today it actually feels pretty good. Just coming up to the turn off to my driveway. It'll be interesting to see if Mama beat me home or not. Here we are. So it would be kind of cool to see if she beat me. Won't have any dogs barking at me because our puppies are at the... Oh, there she is. How about that? I'll be darned. Oh, no, maybe no. That's not her. I thought it was for a minute. No, I beat her home. Let's see. How many kilometers did we do? 254 on this tank. We did 1,082.6 kilometers. That's not too shabby. Certainly killed enough bugs. I'm afraid the old girl's going to need a real good bath very, very soon. A lot of dead bugs. Oh, helping to clean out the bug population. Feels good to be home.